Okay, so summary for Epic PvP. First off, just general notes about the Kickstarter campaign. Was fantastically well run. Everything seemed to go pretty smoothly. And for anyone who's ever had anything to do with Kickstarter, pretty smoothly is a rare and precious thing. So, excellently done there. The production quality of the components is quite good. Nice thick tiles and everything. If I had one major component complaint, and this might not be a big deal to everyone, there was a whole thing over whether the stretch goal was going to be, angle, cut, class, and race, or, the plastic dividers like out of Smash Up or games like that. And apparently the vote went this way, and these things drive me freaking nuts because they will never fit together properly. I don't know if you can see that or not, probably not, but there's definitely a bit of a gap there. They're not sitting together.
Yes, there is.
And no matter what, you can't actually get them to line up because the class is a little smaller than the race, at least at the angled end there. So no matter what, they just never look right together. And this was a stretch goal, to make them not look right together, apparently. Instead of just having them each as nice squares that would sit together properly and not give me an OCD fit. Much better than cool plastic dividers. Which is sarcasm for people that don't understand my sarcasm. But all of that aside, all in all, a quality product.
Yes.
I can't even remember what we backed this for, but I would suspect, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I would suspect retail will probably be, I don't know, 25 to 35 bucks, give or take, depending on where you're shopping, the usual discounters and the like. That would be my guess. And for that, well worth it if you like this sort of game. It is very much comparable to Smash Up.
Yeah.
AEG was a production partner in this. Not like anything to do with the creation, as far as I know. Could be wrong. Helped with production, that kind of stuff, and it's understandable why they would choose this game, since it feels similar, not the same, but it feels like a familiar game to people who've played Smash Up. Again, not the same, just, comfortably familiar.
Well, it's like Smash Up meets Small World in dueling partner,
Yeah, something like that, I suppose. And there were some definite neat aspects, like the alternate gender nature of the tiles. You can be either male or female on your race, which is always nice. And lots of neat little touches like that. I think it was probably just a Kickstarter thing, but ours came with stickers that aren't actually for the game. They're just stickers. Neat little stuff like that. But anyway, as to the gameplay itself, it's definitely amusing, but I would personally treat it as more of a filler game, which it could reasonably be called. The rules are fairly simple, and in that vein, succeeds quite nicely. A quick back and forth, punchy festival that's, cheaply amusing. In between, the bigger games and stuff like that, whatever.
Or while you're waiting for the rest of your party to show up.
Or during lunch, or, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, if you're thinking of it in any other light, it does fall a little bit short, in my opinion, in that you can end up with just some ridiculously lopsided situations, where one person gets steamrolled because for the life of them, they just can't draw anything remotely useful. And some combinations are definitely significantly worse than others, in my opinion. I'm not going to start a whole debate over, balance aspects and all, but I have seen some combinations. What was it that one of those first time? Oh yeah, the Goblin Monk. Ugh, atrocious.
The Paladins worked a little better with the Goblins.
No, definitely. So it all depends on how you want to look at the game. If you want to see it as a nice, quick, punchy filler, it succeeds fantastically. if you are looking for something with a little bit more oomph, you're not going to find it here. It's not what this game set out to do, and it's not what it does. So it's definitely something. I'll be curious to see what kind of little expansions and stuff they come out with. I don't doubt that they will expand this, probably for quite some time. It's certainly rife for it. Plenty of, rich fantasy lore to draw from.
Yes.
So, we'll definitely see where they go from there. Assuming they keep everything priced right and, keep active with their community and all that, I can see this game as definitely hanging around the gaming world for quite some time. So, remember what you saw of the gameplay. Think about if that might be something you're interested in, because it could definitely qualify as a budget game. Again, depending on the price, which I'm not 100% sure on, so can't say for sure. But, yeah, no, I would definitely call this a keeper.
Yeah.
And if you can get a hold of this box, I love this thing. This is so
This
cool.
box is awesome.
Magnet flap, which is just magnet flap. Come on.
Right.
And little trays for classes and races and such. It's just terrific. I love
And
this
that
box.
tray right there goes in the middle slot. So it all just kind of slides in
And,
nice and neat.
We'll see what the retail box looks like. Could be equally clever. We'll see. Alright, so hopefully you got something useful out of this, and that about wraps it up. So until next time, get off your computer and play some more games.